Hey everybody, Joe Misfit Glenn here. Today we're going to be setting up the ipot home grow kit that I received. Okay, we're going to go through this together. I had set up a few things already, like just opening bags, and obviously I soaked my seed overnight until it sank. Just all the little prep work that takes a little time. I soaked my cocoa, if y'all could see that, and I soaked my plug. And so now that's ready to rock and roll. I created the hole in there for the seed, okay? So we got everything set up here. Got my hygrometer working. Got my root boost. So the first few steps I'm going to skip because I'm not going to put my seed in the paper, okay? I'm going to skip that step. For me, I'm a little bit shaky when it comes to moving those seeds to soil. I don't want to ruin the taproot. That little white thing that comes out is really tender, and I'm not one to want to mess that up. So my method is just to drop the seed in after it is soaked for 24 hours. Okay, but by all means, follow the steps here. You know, this step is guidance from someone that's been educated in this, okay? Me, this is just through experience with my personal. But this method could work really good for you, and I hope it does. All right, so right now, we're going to go ahead and start off with setting up the pot. Okay, so number one, he's talking about the seed developing the taproot. That's about where we're going to start off. Okay, I got the cocoa, the compressed media disc, all done. On to step 3. Okay, so step 3 is soak your disc in water 15 minutes or so, which it did, and everything's all ready. So now I got to be adding the diatomaceous earth, the perlite, and the rooting boost. Okay, so we're going to drop those in real quick. First off, I'm going to throw on a glove just so it doesn't get all over me mixing. It's a little easier to clean up. Okay, in you go. That was the root boost. All right, more package. This is the diatomaceous earth, right there. In she goes. All right, and then the perlite. In she goes. Okay. So it's all in there. I'm going to mix it up, okay? Just a good folding. Maybe break up any clumps that you may have. Remember, this is going to be moist, and so you're going to have to mix it real good with all that powdered, like the diatomaceous earth and stuff. So I want to make sure it's really good and work. All right, and then we're going to set this aside. Okay. So now we got all that in there, mixed it with my hands. Now it's time to go to the pot. Okay, so we got the pot, the half-gallon fabric, and we're going to get our super soil. This looks like a lot of soil, so I'm going to have to be careful so I don't overfill, but it might be right on money. Okay, so I just make sure that I pat down along the edges to make sure it creates a happy circle instead of all folded up. Okay, just lightly push down, nothing too serious. I'm not going to add any water to it or anything because the cocoa core is already wet. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and drop some on the bottom. Right, I'm going to flatten it out, nice and pretty like. I'm going to check my plug, okay, just to check to see where it sits. So I still got about an inch to go. I'm going to add a little more. Add a little more. All right, so I can see that is the plug is going to be just a little over the top, okay? Try to get you down here a little bit better, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to go with that. It's about level with the top of the bag. All right, and now that I have that in the center, I'm going to put this stuff around the outside. And I'm putting it in here so I don't make a mess. And I will show you when I'm done. Nice and lightly packing around. Okay. Now it says this plug should be about a 1/2 inch above the soil. So we're going to make that happen. All right. Okay. Looks like that, folks. Okay. And it's dang near perfect. As a matter of fact, I could probably use this and level it off, but I'm not going to do that at this moment. Okay. All right. So now, what's next? I'm going to close that up. Okay. We got the Jiffy pellet in there with the coating still on it. We did not remove the coating. It's like just a little bit of a fabric that holds it all together. Okay, folks. It should be slightly above the cocoa mix. It is. Now it's time for the seed. Okay. So I got White Widow. I took them out of it and put it in the little handy dandy holder that came with the kit. But this is the seeds we got, the White Widow Auto. All right. Really excited. I picked out a really big bean. It was beautiful. Really, really good looking bean. So hopefully it'll show me a very good looking plant. All right. So I got my bean. I got it in the middle. And I put it down there with my finger. And then just kind of barely squeeze it together. It'll just kind of mush right back together, nice and easy. And that's that part. Okay. And so now I wrote on my tag White Widow Auto. Okay. What I like to do is add a date, which I do believe is the 3rd, 3 May. That's when I put it in the ground. Okay. We're going to throw that up there so I don't miss it. That's going away. That's going away. This is over here. And I have the tray that it's going to sit in. Right? And we are ready for light. And so for me, I grabbed a little ring, okay? Now the whole purpose of this ring, for me, is to keep the pot off of the bottom. I want this pot to drain, okay? For me, I live in high humidity areas, so I have to maintain my soil moisture kind of intensely. So I like everything to be able to drip if it wants to. What the soil wants to hold is what the soil is going to hold. And so I'm good with that part. Once again, I got my little hygrometer sitting here, and I'm going to set her up in the tin. Let's turn to seed. Okay. Can you guys see that? Let's get this over here a little ways and try to get you to see where it is. So it's just going to sit right there. And I will be doing some videos to show you the progress. Once it pops, I'll show you what she looks like. Then probably like 2 times a week, we'll be checking her out. All right. folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a video. Like I said, I'll be back. We'll be doing more updates on how everything's going, and we're going to see what this little ipot can do. Huh? All right, folks. Well, y'all have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time.